Good morning, guys. Some of you are probably going to notice right away that the shop has been reorganized a little bit. Yes, it has. We'll get to talking about that later. But right now we have a little bit of an urgent project to get to. So I was unaware of this, but every year the Canadian Military Police Fund for Blind Children, or Blind Children Fund, I'll post it there somewhere. It is an organization that raises money to help with families of blind children, to help improve their quality of life up until a certain age, I believe. Obviously an awesome fund. How could you argue with that? But it's been running for quite some time. Every year they do, I think one of their biggest fundraisers is a big sort of golf tournament and then a big silent auction type deal. They've asked me if I could build a KN knife to sit in that silent auction this year to raise money for the fund. So very exciting. I'm super proud that they asked me to do that, but we don't have a lot of time. I've got to get one made right away. They gave me some leniency in terms of maybe sending it later, but I would love for it to be there for the auction. So we're going to do our very best here. Luckily I just happen to have a few heat treated blades here on the wall that haven't been decked out with scales yet. That's what we're going with right there. We have a gorgeous tuck, heat treated, Scandi grind. Look at that grind. Razor sharp forge finish, nice and black and dull, which is a nice choice for this. I'll note that the guys didn't give me any info, criteria, anything like that pertaining to what they want the knife to be like. Just that they wanted me to donate something. So I'm thinking Canadian Forces here. So we need white, red, and I'm hoping, let's see, yeah, camo linen. Camo linen, white, red, let's see, some 3/32 red. 3/32 white, or go with a 1/16 of white, so I don't have quite as much bulk. I think we'll go with the 1/16 of white. This is very exciting for me. I'm a big fan of the military. Heavily considered the military route when I was just a young fella. I still do consider quite often the Ranger Force. Might be something I'll commit to one day. Having a tough time right now adding anything to my plate, but something I would definitely love to do. Yeah, I think that's the way to go right there. So we have the white against the green, and then although the red looks dark and jumbled up there now, it'll be against the shiny tang of the knife when that's done. So everything will be contrasted. Red with the steel, white breaking up the red and the camo.
Filming?
Camera's rolling, but you can...
Are you coming up to nowadays today?
Oh, I forgot that was happening. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Okay.
Like you said, his mom's birthday too, so.
Oh, I just was rearranging Emma's closet and stuff like there. Or on that shelf, I put like 5 or 6 toys or activities that she hasn't played with in a long time.
Okay. This Canadian military one.
Okay.
And I'm doing. Okay, now that that's going up, we can get to work on our sheath. So the sheath will be done and ready. This beautiful piece of 6 or 7 ounce hide. That's my preference for my knife sheaths. Get as little wastage as possible. Now we've got something really special. So I found a copy of the military police force logo, kind of their big emblem, and turned it to a black and white, turned it to an outline type sketch. Wait till you see. So that worked out perfectly. My whole goal was to put it there like that. So when I double the sheath, it's a little more subtle. You just get that beautiful half badge there and the emphasis on the flags. It'll darken up a little bit as well once the sheath is oiled. Oh, that is gorgeous. So I decided, because this is a special piece and going to a special cause, I decided to kind of spice it up a little bit, do something a little different out of the ordinary, and I chose a bright red stitching for this sheath. I'm not dyeing it, just going to be the natural finish of the leather, and then I'm going to oil it, which will darken it quite a bit, so dye is not necessary, and that'll give a beautiful contrast. This red stitching will pick up a little hint of red in the handle. I think it'll just be lovely. Running a saddle stitch here. That's the standard, that's what I use on my leather sheaths. The next day, clamps off. Okay, let me show you guys the finish that I got here right off my belt sander. So notice the finish on the tang. Very clean, nice. Then we have that red, white, and the camo, none of which you'll fully appreciate until we sand a little more, and especially oil the material. It's looking pretty matte there now. It's chalky. If you could feel it, it's quite chalky. Now this is a nice symmetrical, good finished working handle. I could finish a knife like this for myself, never do another thing to it. But we can make it look a little more rich. So I'm going to start hand sanding here with some 220 grit 3M. And now the final finish would have been taken with strokes running perpendicular to the knife, so I would have been working on the belt like this. Now I'm going to start going with the grain so I don't mess up my tang here, and that way I know as well if I get all the belt grinder striations out. Are you ready to see it? The Tuckamore Forge Finish Scandi Grind. Check out those liners. The brass pins, which remind me of the elegance and beauty in the military corps, the police military's, their emblem that we did on the sheath. The white and red for our beautiful flag, the camouflage. That is Canadian Forces right there. And then how about this to top it off? How about that? Special edition, one of a kind, commemoration piece. That, if I do say so myself, is one tasty piece. Check out that that logo, that emblem, the crest there, the brass. I did the hint of red stitching to go with the red in the handle. All just subtle hints, and a whole lot of subtle hints make up for one exquisite piece, in my opinion. So as always, thank you guys for watching. This was an absolute honor. Thank you so much to the person who reached out to me on behalf of the Military Police Force. I am so honored to have had the opportunity to build this piece, and it was a challenge to my creativity, the idea of building something for a very special and specific cause. Got my brain rolling on what we could do just to really commemorate this piece. And I'm really happy with what we come up with here. So Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching again, of course. If it's your first time here, so subscribe to my channel. If you're looking at having a piece built, if you want something built by K&N Knives, send me an email, weederfan.business@gmail.com. I would love to build you something. Leave me a comment down below. If you are a military member, US or Canadian, because I'm a big fan of the US as well, and the US military, if you're interested, send me an email. We'll see if we can do something with your crest as well, and we'll do a discount for military members. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.